Hi, I'm Ellie from crystallings.com. Today is Thursday, May 27th, 2021. We've just experienced COVID and everybody has had their stories to tell, and sadly a lot of people have passed. And with that, I'm getting clients who want to talk to the other side, which has never been a problem for me. I can always take my frequency signature and align it with whoever, if they're still in what we call the grids of this reality. If they're not and they're deleted, then I can't find them. Anyway, since COVID happened, I've noticed something very strange, that a lot of the spirits who have crossed over are gone. I mean, gone. I know we live in end times. I know that this is a simulation. I know that the simulation goes through ongoing reboots to closure. But it's just the weirdest thing that unless the spirit has passed on fairly recently, it's very interesting because I just can't find them. I haven't lost my touch. I can see some of the spirits. I can hear some of them. And some of them let you know they're there because of certain smells, fragrances they create, and things that they do, so you know they're around. But the bottom line is, I find this very interesting that I go to look for a spirit, for a client, or for somebody, a friend, and they just seem to have gone, like deleted from the simulation. At the end of a simulation, of course, the grids implode, and that's why everything is the way it is. Helps you understand why the planetary changes are happening, the political changes, and everything else that you say nothing makes sense anymore. This is all part of the closing of a simulation. But the bottom line is, where did all the spirits go? Why can't they be recognized? If you're a medium watching this, maybe you can find more spirits than I can. But even now, if you're any kind of a psychic and medium, if you look up and you look out and you just say, it's like this emptiness there with like a few little lingering spirits, nothing here for me, but I just find this very, very different than anything I've done in all the years that I've been able to connect. And I think it has to do with closure. It doesn't really have to do with COVID. Of course, COVID resulted in a huge, overwhelming influx of spirits that were people, actually, who lived in physical reality, who crossed over, sadly, due to getting sick. But there were a lot, and that might explain, I don't know, should we look at it in the thought that maybe the spirits who had crossed over in that time just got deleted into the simulation? Is that part of the reason COVID happened? There's always a greater reason why things are happening the way they are. I just find this interesting, a little baffling. I don't expect them to come back now that COVID is waning. You know, what's happening with COVID right now in May going into June of 2021 is people have been vaccinated, so there's less mask wearing. That's left to you in your own discretion, and more people getting out and enjoying. And you know, it helps with the depression. It helps with the fact that people who needed physical contact and physical energy and exercise to survive their anxiety in this reality can now get back to that, because anxiety levels are off the chart. But this has nothing to do with missing spirits. These spirits are, I don't know, I can see the whole of the simulation, at least as far as I'm being shown, and it's just this emptiness. When I first saw the emptiness, I didn't know what it meant. Like, you know what it looks like? It looks like milk, milky white, pearly white. That's what it looks like to me. And I said, what does that mean? Because sometimes I'll see something and within a few days I understand what I'm seeing. It could be a climate change, it could be something, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what that meant. But this is like white, and you know, milk to me sometimes takes me to the Milky Way and things like that. And this has nothing to do with any of it. Although the Milky Way, there is supposed to be a black hole through which all of what we experience as our reality comes through, and there is a black hole at the center of the Milky Way and allegedly other galaxies, unless the whole of everything is green screen, which I believe. But there's something about these spirits. Maybe they went to the light, maybe, I don't know. But there's some reason why they are crossing over and they're just not there anymore. And I can't explain it. I thought I would share this thought because maybe out there are other psychics and mediums who are experiencing the same thing. Well, that's my take on mediumship. And in case you wonder, how does mediumship work? We all have a grid consciousness, okay? And you take your grid consciousness. You don't have to close your eyes if you're adept at it. And you just connect with whoever and whatever, because every single person who has ever been in physical reality has their own unique grid signature. Even if they're twins, it doesn't really matter. So you can, and the more you do this, of course, the better you get. But there's something about this for me which baffles me. You know, at first I thought maybe I'm losing my connection to mediumship, which is not the favorite thing that I do anyway, but it's fun to help people by having some spirits come down and share information. And now I find that I don't know where the spirits went. Well, if you have any ability to go from physical reality, which we're in now, and take your consciousness into wherever you believe spirits are, they used to call it a different level of consciousness, whatever they call it, whatever it is, if you have the ability to go and search your spirit, then go and see what you see. Send me an email and tell me, I see lots of spirits, I see no spirits. I don't know, it's just something. And I don't feel, see, COVID was an end time pandemic, and I do believe it was here to take out a large amount of the population. It is. I don't think it's over in the sense of the COVID we know. I think the variants or mutations or whatever are out there. I think we're going to have a nice quiet summer, and people will get out, and business will, pick up, and travel will to some degree happen. But where did all the spirits go? Thank you for watching.